Instructor insurance is probably one of the most important things your club will ever put into place. As with all insurance, cover is king, but cost is obviously important as well. BMABA has a multi-award winning provision when it comes to insurances, and instructor insurance has always been a core part of that. When we talk about instructor insurance, it's a collective term for that blanket of cover that wraps around somebody in charge of a class, or in our terms, supervising the class. You might be a sensei, a coach, an instructor. It's the same underlying cover. The premise is simple. You have a legal duty of care to those coming to you for training, whether it's children in a school or people paying for a paid class in a gym or even a free taster session in the park. Our insurance combines public liability, which is the core cover, with professional indemnity, abuse cover and products cover into one solid offering. Public liability is there as your core requirement of cover. That's cover for injury sustained to a third party or damage to property. So in most cases, if a student's injured and alleges it's because of your failure to supervise properly or a failure to mitigate a risk, that's typically going to be public liability. Professional indemnity doesn't apply so much in martial arts, but we throw it in for free to offer that full blanket of cover. Professional indemnity, or PI, is built around the idea of negligence or costs arising from incorrect advice. If I pivot from martial arts for a moment and you look at a web designer, imagine you build a shop for a company and then on the day of launch, that goes offline and they lose £30,000 worth of income. That's professional indemnity. Someone's not injured, there's no damage to property, but they have lost money because of your professional service. Now in martial arts, that translates more around coaching standards, and whilst claims don't always occur there, we do sometimes find they slip past public liability into professional indemnity, and that's what that cover exists for. Abuse cover is a really specialist provision that very few martial arts insurers will offer. We're able to unlock this because of our award-winning UCAS accredited safeguarding standards. And what it will do is provide you with legal defence and assurance if you are ever wrongfully accused of a safeguarding failure. And then we have products liability, often overlooked. This is packaged in to provide cover if you provide or sell defective products, whether that's you gifting a gi to a student that turns out to be defective, or a weapon you sell, or a product that fails in the dojo or outside of that dojo. You only pay the cost for the public liability, which is the core cover. The rest of the cover we combine in. You can pay for membership combined with insurance for typically less than a single insurance policy will cost elsewhere, and in doing so you unlock the whole provision that BMABA membership provides, from the tools and the tech to the compliance and the resources and the CPD as well. Instructor insurance isn't something to lock away in the top drawer. It's a living, breathing thing that you need to get right, because when claims come in, if cover isn't there, the consequences can be catastrophic. So don't rely on a blanket provision. Make sure you understand what's required from you and what the insurer wants in the event of a claim before you commit. With BMABA, you can go straight to our handbook and see our condensed, insurer-approved guidelines on what they're looking for. And in that, we've worked with the insurer to break down that 30-page terms and conditions document into one bite-sized, condensed, martial arts-centric list of things you have to have in place. And our team and our membership can provide everything there that you might need.